Hi guys, it's Marieta. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk about 5 ways how you can get a green card, and this is going to be short live where I'm going to answer some of your questions. And if you are watching my videos, you know that today, actually on October 3rd, the diversity green card visa lottery starts. So it's a very important announcement because there is a registration period that starts today and it's going to last only 1 month. So you have to make sure that you're going to apply, especially if you are from the eligible country. So if you want to find out if you are from the eligible country and what are the requirements, you can download the guide that I posted about this video or below, whatever, depending where you're watching from, whether this is YouTube or Facebook Live. So you can get the guide and follow the instructions and you're going to see if you qualify. So today I'm going to briefly discuss other ways how you can get a green card, and obviously one of the ways is DV visa lottery. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. And let's wait for some of you guys when you jump in so I can answer your questions. And meanwhile, I'm going to start talking about the ways how you can actually get the green card, okay? So number one option is through family or marriage. So if you have a family in the US, meaning like parents, brother, sister, spouse, you can apply. The most common way, I guess, is through marriage, if you marry a US citizen. This is a fairly quick process, up to 1 year, usually 6 months to 1 year, depending where you are. If you are in the US, you can change the status, adjust the status, and then you can get your green card. In the US, if you are outside of the US, the consular processing is slightly longer and it's about 1 year. Another way to get a green card is through investment. I already discussed this in my previous live. EB5 green card would be the way to go. If you invest $500,000 as of now, you can get your EB5 green card, or you can invest $1 million and you can basically invest into any kind of commercial enterprise and you get your EB5 green card. Keep in mind there are only 10,000 visas per year. In the past years, most of these visas were used. In 2016, about 90% were used by Chinese nationals. So this is option number 2. Option number 3 is to get a green card through employment. So if you are employed, like let's say you are in the US on H-1B visa, how do you get H-1B? Like you go to school to the US, you graduate the school, and then you basically apply for H-1B. After graduation, you have OPT, optional practical training, and after that you can look for your employer. And if the guy likes you, they probably sponsor you and you can get your H-1B. Also, I discuss, hi Carsten, good to see you. Yes, I'm very busy too. Thank you for asking. Sure, contact me anytime you are free. Make sure to, I'm not sure if you are eligible, if your country is eligible, make sure to apply for a DV diversity visa lottery that starts today noon EDT time zone. I'm not sure if you do qualify, so make sure to check that. Thank you so much for saying hi. So the employment. So if you are on H-1B, then you can apply for, possibly you can be sponsored. Now there are many different categories. So it's either EB1, EB2, different visa green card categories through employment. Hi Cherry, nice to see you. I'm doing good. How are you guys? So if you are sponsored by the US employer, you can, for example, apply for EB2 or you can apply for EB1, depending also what's your current status. Now, for example, if you are in the US on L visa, you can apply for EB1C. This is a green card for multinational managers or executives. So if you are there on L1A, this would be the option for you. Now, option number 4 is asylum. I personally don't deal with asylum. I know that's the option, but what I'm doing most of my time, my specialty is business immigration. So, and option number 5 is the DV visa lottery, which is happening today, right? If you watch my videos, you know that today is the day when you can start applying for your diversity visa lottery. I want to mention that The official link is www.dvlottery.state.gov. This is the official link. Now, if you go there now, you're not going to be able to apply because the lottery will open up, I think, in like 2 hours, noon EDT time zone. So if you go there, make sure to read all the requirements. Make sure to have a good picture, because if you don't have the picture ready, you have to meet all the requirements when it comes to the picture. Then you cannot apply. So really keep that in mind. And also, few tips I wanna give you. If you are married, for example. All right, Sherry is asking me a question. I will be going for my interview tomorrow. How do I overcome nervousness with the consulate? I'm familiar with everything I filed in the visa application B1, B2. Cool. Well, awesome. You're going there tomorrow. I remember like last time we had the discussion, I was giving you tips. Okay, how do you overcome nervousness? Okay, personally, I tell you personally, I meditate or pray or do something to calm you down. It's not worth it to be nervous. Like if you are familiar with the application, you know everything that's on the file, you bring in the file with you, there is no point to be nervous. I mean, I totally understand like you're nervous. I can totally relate. But don't be nervous, because if you're going to be nervous, maybe you will tell something that you didn't actually want to say, and then you might regret it. So really stay calm. I mean, think about the worst case scenario. What can happen if your visa application will be refused? Think about it. Nothing. You can apply again. You know what I mean? So just stay calm and really breathe. Focus on the now. Don't think too much. And when you prepare, like you said, like you are prepared, you are familiar with all the details, there is no point to be nervous. I mean, even though you're nervous, which is normal because you're human and you really take it seriously and you have done all the work to prepare everything, file for the visa, pay the fee, schedule an interview, even though you are nervous, just try to understand, like logically, there is no point to be nervous. I hope this helps. Okay, guys, so now when you're applying for your green card, when you start applying today, there is the 1 month period. So it's going to last till November 7th. And I recommend that you start applying on time. Don't wait. Like, for example, maybe you're lazy to take a picture, or maybe, because obviously you can take a selfie with like phone, like, I don't know, like I would go and ask professional to take a picture, or maybe someone, if you have iPhone 6, maybe you have iPhone 8. I don't know if it's possible to get iPhone 8 already, but if you have iPhone, ask someone to take the picture for you. Make sure to have a white background and follow the instructions. Now, if you don't have the proper picture, you cannot submit the entry. Now, if you are married, make sure to include your spouse. Sometimes people ask me, should I include my spouse if we are in process of divorce or if we are separated? Yes, you have to include her, because if you don't, that's like lying, misrepresentation. And then that's how you're going to be disqualified. So if you are in the process of divorce that is not finalized, you are not divorced yet, you should include her. Same with separation. I'm talking legal separation, not like you guys had an argument and she left. You know what I mean? Now, if you have kids under 21 who lives with you, include them as well. If you have kids under 21 who don't live with you, include them as well. If you don't, then you're going to be disqualified. Very important. Who would know this, right? Very important requirement. So don't wait till the last day, because sometimes the system might go crazy. You never know. The website might crash. There might be some delay. So don't wait till the last day of the registration period, which is November 7th. I'm not sure if what's going to happen if all people apply at the same time, like October 3rd at noon. So maybe wait like a couple of hours and then apply. Cherry, okay, thank you very much. I will act as if the interviewer, so I can be free. Actually, you know what, Cherry? I don't know if you read did you check my guide, like how to prepare for B visa interview? I posted the guide the other day. I think I left you a link. I'm not sure if you read the guide. If not, you should go back to that comment, and when I'm done with this live, I will also share the link with you. And so you can read the guide, and basically the guide includes the frequently asked questions, like you know what questions they will probably ask you, so you can prepare the answers to those questions. You know what I mean? That helps you to stay calm, because you're gonna be well prepared. Obviously, I cannot predict all the questions they will ask, but those are normally the questions that based on my experience, my previous clients were asked. So back to the topic of DV visa lottery. Another question that I'm asked is that if I live in the US, let's say you are there already, let's say I'm in the US on student visa, can I apply for the DV visa lottery? DV visa lottery, diversity visa lottery. Yes, you can. Doesn't matter where you are, you can still apply, as long as you are from the eligible country. So what does it mean? There is a list of countries that do qualify. If you come from that country, that means that you were born in that country, not that you reside in the country right now. Very important. So for example, you were born in, let's say you were born in Vietnam. I think Vietnam is not on the list, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I cannot possibly remember all the countries, so you have to check the list. Again, the guide is above this video. So let's say you were born in Vietnam, and Vietnam is not eligible country. Can you apply? No, because you were born in Vietnam. Now, you can apply if your spouse was born in a country that is eligible and you are simultaneously applying for a DV visa lottery together, or your parent was born in a country that is eligible and your parent did live in that country the moment you were born, resided in that country, then you can apply. Otherwise, you cannot. Even though, for example, you live today in eligible country. Very important to keep in mind. Because if you apply for DV visa lottery, even though, for example, you don't live in the country, then you basically lied and you will be disqualified. Amicable favor. Nice nickname. What is the academic level requirement? Cool question. You have to have a high school diploma. If you don't have the high school diploma, you have to have equivalent. Question is, what is equivalent? The equivalent is 12 years of education, the grammar school. 12 grades, sorry, not 12 years, 12 grades. You have to go through all 12 grades of high, so that is the equivalent. Hi there, can I apply now for DV? I'm from Pakistan. You can apply now, not yet. I think it's in 2 hours. But I don't know if Pakistan is the country, eligible country. You have to check that. If it is, definitely. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. Another question is, what is the age requirement? There is no minimum age. There is no age requirement. The requirement is the high school education minimum. Obviously, if you have PhD, good for you. You can apply. So, so the place, eligible country, educational requirements. These are the two main requirements. If you meet those, you're good to go and you can apply. Another question asked often is, how many times I can enter the visa lottery per year? Guys, only one time. Therefore, I really suggest people to be very careful, because there are scammers. There are these people who claim they can apply for your green card. You pay these people, which is cool, if they really file it for you. But some of these agencies or whatever they're claiming, they say they will file it actually outside of the registration period. Now you don't even know if they have filed or not. So if you're applying again, yourself, for the real visa lottery that starts today, you're gonna be disqualified because you cannot apply twice. You can only enter for the green card once per year. So that's why I suggest don't listen to anybody except me, but this is advice, right? So if there is someone who is asking you, oh, I'm gonna file it for you, unless it's an attorney, registered lawyer, don't trust these people. Okay, so any question, guys? Because I'm gonna wrap up soon. Working visa, Javed, I don't know how to pronounce your name. What do you have on mind about working visa? Obviously, like, there are visas, there are options, but I recommend to apply for this DV lottery. Take a chance. You never know. Don't miss this chance. The visa lottery might not be in place next year. There might be cancellation of this program. Also, there was one more thing I wanted to add. Actually, I forgot. What was it? Sorry, I just lost the idea. So, yeah, so when you, for example, when you're applying and you include your spouse and she includes you, your chances are higher, obviously. Same with kids. If you include your kids, later on your kids will become citizens. They will be older than 21 years. They can sponsor you. You can immigrate with them. So there are, like, the bigger family, the better, because you are increasing your chances to win. I'm not sure, Javed, what you're asking about car working. I don't know what it means, so I cannot answer this question. Now, when you apply for this DV visa lottery, you will get the confirmation number. Save that number, very important. If you don't, there's no way you can check whether you won or not. Very important. Now, yes, Cherry, I will give you the tip and the link. I will reply to this comment after the live broadcast is over, and you can download the guide, tips how to prepare for visa. Also, it's a checklist actually. All right, so after the submission, keep the confirmation number, save the confirmation number, don't lose it. It's your job, your responsibility next year on May 1st, 2018 to check whether you won. If you win, then you have to follow the steps. Obviously, there will be notification that you are the winner and follow these steps. So you will have to schedule an interview in your home country at the US consulate to see if you are admissible. One thing is to be eligible for green card, another thing is to be admissible. Two different things, slightly different things. For example, you might be eligible, but what if you were in the US in the past? And what if you were out of status? What if you committed a crime? What if something's wrong with your health? You know, maybe you stated something in your application that is not true. Those would be sort of the reasons, like, why you're not admissible. Obviously, there is a waiver that you can file and then get in. So, guys, if you have more questions, you can post them now. I'm going to answer them very briefly, quickly. And otherwise, I suggest you get the guide, get the free guide, how to apply for your DV visa lottery this year. Application registration period is opening up in, I think, 2 hours. And follow the instructions, use the official link, and that's it. Hopefully you will win. And hopefully you are on the way to get and live your American dream. Kamran, how to get it? You have to apply it. You have to apply. Official link is dvlottery.state.gov, and you can get the guide about this video. Download the guide, and if you are watching me on YouTube, download the guide below this video. And then you can download the guide and follow the instructions, and that's how you're going to apply. Okay? Good luck, everyone. Whoever is going to apply, you are so welcome. Amicable favor. And if you have more questions, obviously you can post them below this video. Even though this broadcast is over, I'm still going to answer them for you. And best of luck, everyone. And I'll see you in my next live Q&A. Have a nice day. Bye, everyone. And thanks for watching.